How's it going, modern manual therapy viewers? Dr. E here. So last week I posted a really informative post that's probably can be posted every single day from Dr. Zach Walston about posture and stop kind of demonizing posture or stop telling patients they need to correct their posture. And of course, it set off a firestorm of either comments loving the post or hating the post. And I just wanted, for those of you who actually hated the post, trust me, I get it. I am a credentialed McKenzie practitioner, and for the first 10 years of my career, and I've been doing this 23 years now, for the first 10 years of my career, I was a posture, I was the posture police, right? I gave everyone a lumbar roll. I sold lumbar rolls. I told patients how to make lumbar rolls. I made sure not to, put the fear of God into them about how bad posture, it's not going to like blow out their disc so that it looks like blood spatter from like an exit wound if they got shot in the stomach. I mean, some practitioners really make patients afraid to flex. However, I always got on patients' back about posture. I taped their scapula together. I had them do all kinds of posture exercises. I strengthened their postural muscles, their scapula stabilizers. And certainly, like any clinician who's ever changed posture or corrected posture for a neck or back or mid-back problem, I got results. However, in lieu of pain science and really just modernizing my approach, I really haven't corrected posture or given a lumbar roll in several years. And it's not to say that patients won't absolutely need one, because sometimes the low back is so sensitized that they need to avoid flexion for a while, but they won't need to use a lumbar roll forever any more than they would need to use an ankle brace or a knee brace forever if they severely sprain something or otherwise it's highly sensitized to movement in certain positions. So that's one way I tell patients about posture, right? There's no good or bad postures, just like how there are no good and bad positions, there are no good and bad exercises. There's really only too much of one thing and not enough of another. If you don't have enough variability in your movement or positions throughout the day, things are going to add up and stress different joints and different muscles and different ligaments depending on what your repetitive activity or prolonged position is. If everyone sat up rigid ramrod straight in this perfect posture with a lumbar roll for as long as they sit slouched, something else would probably be bothering them. The body is not designed to stay in the same position for hours and hours and hours, unless you're lying down and sleeping, right? And that's why we typically say the best position is the next position. And I wanted to get my story out there from someone who basically corrected posture, taped people, and actually, I now use Kinesio Tape as a reminder, and I prefer Rock Tape as a brand. But I used to tape people's posture using like McConnell tape. And if you guys have ever taped using McConnell tape, that is really rigid and it would definitely hold someone in lordosis because they wouldn't be able to flex. I've had people rip it off in rage, and I used to just laugh about that because I would just say, well, if you sat up straighter, you wouldn't need to rip it off in rage. And again, as someone who treats a lot of spinal patients, if I can get away from the P word and educate them that they should just need to move more often and often, I love to prescribe 2 daily walks a day just to break up all the repetitive activities and positions. Anyone can do it. It's much simpler and it doesn't kind of say that there's good and bad positions. If poor posture caused pain, everyone, especially now that work from home and Zoom meetings and everything are regular, way more often than they used to be, everyone would be in some degree of pain with the amount of time that we are flexed and glued to our screens. Okay. So I just wanted to let everyone know that it's not like I've never corrected posture. I definitely have, probably for longer than the majority of upset clinicians have actually been in practice. But if I can move away from it, anyone can. I hope you found this helpful. And using my tips of daily walks, and another one is actually filling up a big bottle of water, like 20 ounces, and drinking it every hour just to make yourself pee because so many people are sitting and not changing positions for long enough so that their neck starts hurting, their arm starts going numb, or their leg starts going numb. And what you're not going to do is pee yourself, pee your pants. So once you get up and you have to void, you have to go to the bathroom, refill your water bottle, and it doesn't hurt to be more hydrated. So those are just some of my tips and tricks and how to have that posture conversation without actually saying good and bad posture.